What is up, everybody? Superverse here today, and we have to talk about G4TV. Apparently, their company is facing a massive amount of layoffs this year, less than a year after coming back to the media limelight. So, not shocking. I mean, I'm not really shocked by this information, to be honest, because it's kind of like this was a relic from an old age back when like YouTube wasn't really as prevalent as it is right now. Because people used to watch G4TV because, hey, it was like, hey, you used to watch TV. You get to see a channel people talk about video games on it. So that was like the unique thing about that channel right there. But it's like now, today, it's like, if you just want to watch people talk about video games, you got abundance on YouTube. That's all, pretty much like what I'm doing right now. If you want to see somebody talking about video games, you can go to people like me and different other YouTubers, social media influencers or whatever. So this is like I'm never, like I said, I wasn't really shocked because it's kind of a thing of the past. Like seeing people talk about video games, it's like you can go anywhere and see that now. So, and that was a unique thing back in the day with this station. So, I mean, it's not really shocking, to be honest. And it's like, I guess like the nerd geek culture as well too. You can go to YouTube as well to see that. That was another avenue where people went to G4TV, but that's on YouTube as well too. So YouTube kind of replaced G4TV in a way. Once YouTube got real popular and mainstream, it kind of replaced G4TV. So this isn't really shocking, to be honest. It's kind of like any other YouTuber can do what they do on G4TV. They had to make it really extremely unique to set themselves apart, but it's not really that big of a difference between watching someone on G4TV and watching a regular YouTuber or your favorite YouTuber talking about news stories or game reviews and whatever. So not shocking. But some people are celebrating this news. Some people are like, especially the Sony guys, are celebrating this nonsense. Because the Frost lady, you can barely see her, but she's right there in that picture right here. Because of what she said about PlayStation being dead man walking 2022 this year. But it's kind of backfired because Xbox has been pretty much stagnant in first party releases, while PlayStation releases has been constantly dropping first party releases this year. So what she said kind of backfired, but how was she supposed to know that a lot of games gonna be delayed until next year? Like nobody could predict that. Like a little war happened, one game get delayed, and the other games been delayed because they just feel that, hey, we'd rather make the game be delayed than come out buggy. So I mean, nobody expected that from last year when she made that statement. So she had a great argument to why she made that statement, but now that it's like finally this year, then it's like Sony fanboys are still mad, so that's why they're still talking about this. But it's like, this has been a while, almost a year ago, and people are still talking about this. They're still angry about that. They're still angry about that statement that she made. So, but yeah, like I said, I didn't really watch G4TV when it came back, to be honest, because it's kind of like, why watch G4TV when I could just watch anybody else who does the same thing? So those are just my thoughts on it. But let's see what other people have to say about this as well. Who would have thought that Game & Talk mixed with social lecturing would lead to this? I'm shocked. Sad but not surprising. Sees my lack of surprise. That channel doesn't get a lot of views, so I can see why that happened. And they had a lot of different like celebrities as well too, like a lot of big social media personalities. So I can kind of see why it didn't work, because you got to pay these guys too. So I mean, y'all views aren't really that high like that. So yeah, it definitely wasn't. Seemed like it was gonna last too long, to be honest. In all honesty, I'm sure it has nothing to do with that one host. A lot of people want to blame the Frost lady, but I don't think it's just her. I think it's just that this is an obsolete product from a old era that's trying to fit in with modern times. And I think it's just like, it's obsolete at this point. I mean, it's literally like obsolete at this point. So I don't think it's just blame solely on that one person, but I think it's just the project in general, is obsolete in general. Yeah, like once again, they're literally just saying, "Hey, it's her fault. The whole network is shutting down or whatever." It's like, really. Looks like G4TV is dead man walking. They better get their stuff together. Let's see. They're still angry, or a year later, over that comment that she made. Jeez. Writing was on the wall for G4TV when the Frost thing went down. Regardless if you agreed or not, it was a bad turn for the channel. Was people really watching G4TV? Let's be honest. Was people really watching G4TV? The people who were complaining about what she said, the main people who were complaining, mainly Sony fanboys, were they really watching G4TV when it came back? Well, no, I was really watching it like that, to be honest. Like, why would you watch G4TV whenever you can look at so many other channels do the same thing? So, I think blaming this one lady is just a huge stretch. People are just mad at what she said about Sony because she said about Sony because she's on a national like media platform, a big platform. She said she don't like Sony, she don't prefer Sony, but that's not the main reason why this thing got shut down. PlayStation got smoked. I don't know what that even means, but okay. Frost said if you don't like it, don't watch. They were always better when they were Tech TV. I hardly feel sorry for them for running it into the ground. Was excited for them to come back. It was just nostalgia. The new cast sucked and the whole channel became insufferable, much like Taku. Not great news, but it might have something to do with this. These two. So they blame it all on Adam Sessler and the Frost lady. Okay. The spiky haired blonde would be a good start. She was the worst. To be honest, G4 just isn't the same. I watch X-Play and I expect like the reviews back when they were on air. And I just get 40 minutes of a video of a podcast. Nothing wrong with that. It's just expecting X-Play videos. Imagine my shock. That lady who shall not be named is definitely one of the reasons. Almost like drastically changing the formula of G4 and then lecturing their fans helped speed them to a massive flop. This was a bad idea from the outset. They put too much into, and these are the natural consequences. Not surprising, also is not worth anyone's ire. No surprise, just like the failures of the remakes and reboots of old favorites, the new G4 was just going to be another statistic. I think these people should just do their separate things at this point, like, especially if you got a big following already. If you want to talk about games, they should probably just do it on their own. Like, I don't see why Adam Sessler can't just do his own YouTube channel at this point, or the Frost current lady should do his own YouTube channel. Like, you should probably just do your own stuff at this point, to be honest. It's kind of like, that's kind of like the wave right now, but... The real question is Frost still there? Surprisingly enough, she went back to League of Legends tourney commentary, the same folks in the community that booted her away a while back. Okay, so she's not with G4TV anymore. Like, I don't keep up with the G4TV news, to be honest. Like, I didn't keep up with it, to be all honestly. So she went back to her old job with the commentary, I guess. Is there a way we can blame this on Gamergate? I feel things might work out if we all collectively blame Gamergate. Okay. Not surprised, as it's barely advertised, it was even back. You read the comments, it only shows it true, it came back, etc. So you say it was like an advertising for this? I mean, to be honest, I've never really, like I said, I'm not shocked, but I'm not really like losing sleep over this as well either, because I didn't ever watch the show to begin with, really. I just watched it like that one clip when the drama all happened from when she made that comment about calling gamers sexist or something like that. And when she called out the Sony fan, but the Sony not being a great year. I only seen those clips, but I never watched G4TV. Like, I had no interest in ever watching it, so. Yeah, but yeah, people are just celebrating. Mainly Sony guys. It's so pathetic. Like, you're literally just celebrating the downfall of this network or whatever because of what one lady said about your precious box not having games. It's kind of pathetic at the end of the day. I remember in the early 2000s, G4 was cool because YouTube wasn't a thing yet. I would have never bought Psychonauts or the original God of War without seeing them on there. It was insane to think video games were on TV, almost like Nick Arcade. Yeah, just a thing of the past at this point. The most predictable result imaginable. They were fighting with their viewers right out of the gate. They prey on Sony's downfall, now they fall. Well, they really okay, now this is kind of corny. She said that Sony didn't have great games in 2022, the upcoming year, and this year. I mean, when you looked at the list of the stuff we knew that was coming out, it wasn't too that crazy of a prediction of a statement to make that the games weren't that great. Like, it was kind of like, not too many games coming out. But now, I mean, these people are really mad about what she said. Like, jeez, like all these comments are mainly from salty Sony fanboys. Honestly, G4TV seemed like an idea will pass the sell date to me. I feel for those who are being laid off, I really do. But in the age of YouTube and Twitch, where single content creators can just sit in a chair and give people content in seconds, the idea of having a staff is, I'm not about to read this entire thread, but you get the gist of it. What happens when you get advised by and then hire a bunch of worthless, basement-dwelling, pissed-off, immature kids, barely qualified to hold a job at Starbucks to sell you multi-million-dollar investments to the public? Leave the kids at home, hire functioning adults at G4TV. Okay, this dude is pissed, but I mean, I guess he just didn't like their people was working there. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm included right here. Like I said, it's not really shocking. Like, it's kind of sad that most people in the comment section just celebrating because of Sony fanboys, but yeah, so it is what it is. The show, I guess, is not gonna continue. Well, I guess it's still gonna continue, but a lot of people gonna be laid off with this network or whatever. So who knows? I'm still not gonna watch it. Like, the people who were complaining about this are still not gonna watch it, even though the people who they saying they had a problem with was Frost. I think she's no longer there, so if she's no longer there, you're not gonna watch it anyway, because nobody cares about this, because it's like you can watch any other YouTuber for the same thing, or any other Twitch streamer for the same thing. So those are just my thoughts. Definitely want to see your thoughts about this down below. Are you shocked that this is closing down? The G4TV is having massive layoffs. Are you shocked about this news? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Leave a like for this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.